Tell us about it.
Healing energy I've experienced through Chini. When I was having a bad time, a bad couple years, and ended up with a bleed on my brainstem, my cousin worked at Anoka Ramsey and told me about Chini. So I went to visit him after seeing some doctors and was told that I had a vein bleed on my brainstem, and they had suggested different things, surgery, and went for a second opinion at Mayo. And before I went for that second opinion, I went to see Chini and have energy work done about 3 times.
What happened?
By the time I got to Mayo, well, first of all, because of the bleed, my vision I couldn't focus. If I turned my head, my eyes didn't go. So I couldn't drive. I had trouble swallowing. Was choking on some food. And so they were concerned. And when I went to visit Chini a few times, it just kept getting better. And before I went to Mayo, I went back to Chini, and he said the blockage was gone. And I said, well, just give me one more treatment so I feel good going to Mayo. By the time I got to Mayo, the doctors could not find, they didn't even do a second MRI there. They did a lot of tests on me for reflexes, and they couldn't find anything. They said there was nobody, unless you were trained, there was one little, something to do with my eyes that the neurosurgeon there could notice. But otherwise, all the symptoms were gone. And so they sent me back home, and I went back to the neurosurgeon at Park Nicollet, and she did another MRI. And when she came in the room afterwards, she said, well, I had to look twice. She said, because I looked at your second MRI and I couldn't figure out why you were even here. She said, so she had to go back and look at the original MRI to see where the problem was. And all she could find was a little residue of where the problem had been. And she asked me to come back once a year, and I said, but I don't need to come back once a year. And she said, no, you're right, you don't. She said, if you ever need me, holler. And I feel wonderful.
How is that possible?
How is it possible? It has to be moving. I do believe it's from moving your energy. I feel strongly about it. When things are happening in your life and just things daily, and you don't know how to work through them, when you can move your energy, have someone move your energy, or learn to move your own energy, and move out the illness, or move whatever is stuck, just move it out of you. It just clears things up. It's healing. But it does more than heal, to me. It does more than heal physically. To me, it's like a godsend. It's something that everyone should know about. And once you know about it and you've had experience with it, you don't forget it, and you don't want to not be part of it.
Okay, finish this question for me, Sue. Chuni Lin and Spring Forest Qigong have done what for my life?
Have done wonderful things for my life, amazing things for my life. They've given me a way to make my life richer, and taught me a way to have a happier life. Like I said before, it doesn't affect you just physically. It affects you spiritually, emotionally. It helps you to start to know the real person that you are, and to let that come out. Let your energy come out that's in there.
All this from doing Qigong?
All of this from doing Qigong. And I firmly believe it. And you couldn't change my mind.